Hi everyone, hope you're doing fine. I'm going to explain to you the vocabulary words and after I'm going to read you the short story. So first of all, you have the first word is submitted. Submitted means handed in or presented. You know when you submit a homework is that you give it. When you submit, usually you give it to the teacher. Rejected is refused to accept. So if I don't want your homework, I'm going to reject it. Is to refuse it. Reserved is set aside for a special purpose. When I reserve something is that I want somebody to keep it. I go to a store and I want something. I'm going to ask if they could put it aside because I don't have the money right now. So they're going to reserve it and keep it for me, and I'm going to come back in 30 minutes with the money. Permission. You know what permission is. If you need a permission from your parents, if you want to go on a trip, you need permission from the teacher if you want to go to the bathroom. So this is consent from someone in authority. Authority, I am your authority at school, and your parents are the authority at home. To snoop is one who searches in a sneaky or nosy way. So when I snoop, that means if you have a little brother, a little sister, you like to go snoop into her things. You're going to check what she's doing. You're going to open her drawer and you're going to look if she has something that she doesn't want you to know. Or anything. To snoop is to go look in a very sneaky way. Afford is have enough money to pay for. Can you afford to buy a car? So do you have enough money to buy a car? No. So when you can't afford it, you say, I don't afford anything. If you can't afford to buy food at the cafeteria because your mommy didn't give you money, that means you can't afford it. Okay, I'm going to read you the story. It's very short, but you still have 5 questions. It's called Quick Take. You Snoop, what are you doing in my room? Said Callie. You know you aren't supposed to be in here without my permission. See here, he's in the room, he's snooping, and she says, oh, you're not supposed to be here without my permission. You need to give permission. If you can't go snooping in somebody else's room without permission. I am not going through your things. I just need to borrow the camera, said Abdul, feeling a little rejected by his older sister's response. So he feels apart. Remember what I said about rejected. Rejected is refuse to accept. So when you reject somebody, you tell them, go away. Well, take the camera and leave, said Kali. Look, I know that I shouldn't be in your room, but the camera does belong to the whole family, muttered Abdul. Then, in a louder voice, he said, it is not reserved for just you. So they're talking about the camera, remember. I can't afford to get my own camera right now. So he said he can't afford. He can't buy himself a new camera because he doesn't have money. And I need it to reshoot some things for the article I submitted last week to the school paper. So when you need to submit something, you're going to write something about in the school newspaper. So he needs to take pictures for the school newspaper and he needs to submit them. Okay, so what vocabulary words means to be turned down or turned away? So when I tell you bye-bye, remember, it is to be refused. Why do you think Kali wants Abdul to ask permission to enter her room? Usually when we're alone in our room and we don't like anyone, we We like her. What is privado? Huh? What vocabulary word describes someone who tries to find out about your business in a sneaky way? Remember, how does she call him at the beginning of the story? She calls him remember, it's one who searches in a sneaky way. Why does Abdul need to borrow the camera? First of all, he can't afford it, and he needs it, remember, because he needs to submit something for school. So why does he need the camera? Remember, I explained it earlier. And why might Abdul feel that Khalid thinks the camera has been reserved just for her? First of all, the camera is not just for her. Remember, we said that it was a family camera. She likes to keep it in her room, and she doesn't want him to use it. She like says that it's like hers, but it's not. It belongs to the family. So just respond. Okay, that's it. Bye.